Hello, everybody.
Hey, Sam. 4 debutants this weekend. Just first of all, what's your message been to those boys this week who are no doubt probably trying to mix the nerves with the excitement?
Yeah, look, I think it's a great opportunity for them. They obviously bring a lot of energy and excitement, and to be honest, they're probably some of the guys who've been training the best against us the last few weeks and helping us prepare for the last few test matches. So I think it's a great time. Well, in terms of timing, I think it's great for them because they've sort of worked out what the All Blacks is about and how we train and what's required of them, and now they can just go out there and be themselves and play. So to be honest, really excited to see what they can do.
And that almost make it easier in a way for those guys who are on debut, just having had them in and around the squad to get them just a little bit used to the All Black environment first before you chuck them out there on test debut.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think it's can be quite, I suppose, intimidating when you first come in because you're sort of realising a childhood dream and there's so much to take in, so many new people to meet, and you're sort of trying to work out the rhythm of everything. After a few weeks, to be honest, those guys have all fitted in seamlessly, but it certainly helps, and now they get the opportunity.
And just on the Wallabies, I suppose nothing really to lose for them this weekend. Can that almost make them a more dangerous side when they kind of go in with that nothing to lose attitude?
Yeah, I think so. They've always been a side that plays well with their backs against the walls, and you could say that's where they are at the moment. For me, I see it as a massive challenge for us. I look at our record at Suncorp, and it's something that we're not proud of, and I want to make sure we do everything we can to go up there and get a good win against them, a good performance. So I think with some of the changes and the excitement and energy, it'll be a bit of a different challenge flying in game day, but one that, to be honest, we're looking forward to.
Yeah, just lastly from me, Sam, on that kind of fly in, fly out same day, how big an adjustment is that for you guys to make? The fact that you won't probably have your normal game day routines that you're used to, and you have to fly to Brisbane and fly back all in the same day.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt it'll be a wee bit different. Chatted to a few of the Hurricanes boys because I think they flew in down to Dunedin the day that the last round robin, and they said it was a wee bit different. So we're all sort of got to the stage now. I think a lot of guys aren't as rigid in their routines. They're flexible enough. They know that a lot of the preparation is done during the week, and that work is that's what sets you up to play well. So we'll just have to be a wee bit fluid. Things obviously won't be exactly how they normally are, but we know that, and we'll just adapt and adjust to it.
Sam, can you just confirm, as an All Black, there's no such thing as a dead rubber?
I can confirm there's no such thing as a dead rubber, Sav.
The last few weeks for you, personally, as the new captain of this team, how much personal satisfaction have you taken out of those last couple of performances?
Yeah, look, a heck of a lot. I mean, I've always enjoyed competing for the Bledisloe Cup and being part of the teams that have won a Bledisloe Cup, but it was super special in the weekend. I suppose I feel a wee bit more responsibility being the captain, and because of that, it was extra satisfying, and I'm just really proud of the work we've put in over the last month, because it's a lot of work building up to one thing, but we've sort of put that to one side now. We've got our sights set on another trophy, this new Tri-Nations one, so it's been cool to tick one thing off the list and now look forward to doing another, hopefully.
As each game rolls on, I mean, you've led the team before, yes, but as each game rolls on, do you feel more comfortable as the full-time leader of this team?
Yeah, I think so. Just finding my feet, and other guys sort of working out and me helping and encourage where they fit in as well. So, I've had excellent help from so many of the other senior boys in the team. They've been outstanding, and we've sort of got a good little niche going at the moment where everyone's chipping in and contributing. So that's the sort of environment that we want.
COVID test-wise, how many have you had? Has anyone flinched?
Yeah, we've had two. We're getting tested every week, every Wednesday afternoon. So it affects everyone a wee bit different actually. Some guys don't find it too bad, and other guys sort of come away sneezing or a bit watery-eyed, I suppose.
Hey Sam, I'll just jump in. Christy Doran here. Just wondering the captaincy of the All Blacks. It's always been an honour. What did you learn from people like Richie McCaw and Kieran Reid, perhaps Richie in particular? And do you have contact with them at all still?
Look, it's probably hard to put into words exactly what I've learnt, but you certainly, throughout your career in life, you pick up different things from different people. I think one thing that stands out for me about those two is they always led with their actions on the field. Their attitude and intensity that they turned up to every training and game was, first class. So that, and then, they're both different leaders off the field, but both guys that demanded excellence and helped create a real culture of excellence, I suppose. So, to answer the second part of the question, haven't really been in touch for the last probably couple of months. Heard from them both when I first got announced captain, but I know I've got a good enough relationship with both of them that I can lean on them and chat to about anything. So no doubt that'll be sometime in the future.
Sam, the Wallabies have gone with Lachie Swinton at number 6. What do you know about him?
Not a heck of a lot, to be honest, but I know. I suppose they've changed their backer up a little bit all the tests, but I think they kept Ned there between 2 and 3. So look, they'll just be looking for him to do his job, no doubt, and I suppose everyone else who puts on that Wallabies jersey.
Sam, you talked about Suncorp. Just what are your experiences there, and any idea about why it's been tough for sort of previous All Black teams?
Yeah, look, no idea, to be honest, Liam. It's a bit of a funny one. Obviously, the Wallabies enjoy playing there because they've got that record over us. So can't pinpoint it. Stadiums are a funny thing. Home advantages can be a funny thing. So there's no point hiding from the fact that we haven't been the sharpest there. This different challenge of flying in the same day will add to that. But it's a good challenge for us and one that's a little bit different. But to be honest, looking forward to it.
And just in terms of, that you had a record win in the last test, trying to match that or better that, is there anything you do differently? Obviously the debutantes coming in add a different flavour, but for you personally as captain to try and evoke that same level of performance is very difficult. Do you say or do anything differently to try and get the boys to that same level?
Nah, not a lot differently from my behalf. I think probably the start of the week just pulled back a little bit to allow everyone to sort of decompress after what had been a couple of 3 big test matches in a row before we can sort of get back up for this one. But look, everyone, it's not really I don't see my job as motivating the guys to go out there and play well. They're pulling on an All Black jersey. The motivation will be there, and they'll put more pressure on themselves than anyone else to go out there and play well. So my role is to go and lead that team and play well myself.
Sam, Ian and his selectors have made 8 personnel changes and 2 other positional changes in your starting 15. That's a lot for tests between tests against the team of the level of the Wallabies. Is there an upside to, I guess, having those new faces in there, particularly a lot of guys, a bit of a rare chance for some of them, a lot to play for? Is there an upside to that freshness, that kind of highly motivated type player you're going to have around you on Saturday night?
Yeah, for sure. And when you go back to Liam's question about sort of getting a side ready to play a test against a team that we've played 3 games in a row, it's pretty unique to be playing Australia 4 test matches in a row. And you look at personal motivation and team motivation, I think from a personal level, there'll be a lot of guys who are looking to go out there and really take their opportunity in the jersey. It does sound like a lot of changes when you put it that way, but I think there's a few of those guys who have been training in those positions throughout the last few weeks. I think Bodie's been covering 10 every week. Geordie's been covering 15. TJ's had plenty of minutes. So there's guys that are coming in, and as I said earlier, the debutants the couple off the bench, and the boys starting. They've all really been putting their hands up at training, and they've all had a good time, a good amount of time in the run-on squad at training. So they really deserve their chance, and excited to see what they can bring.
Where you've been training, Sam, this week, and I think possibly last week a few times as well. Leichhardt Oval is very famous ground, obviously. Can you smell the history dripping off the stands there? Do you know about the history there?
Yeah, we've got quite a few league fans in the team, me being one of them. So it was a little bit of a buzz when we found out we were training at Leichhardt Oval for 2 weeks. I think Colsey, after the first training run, went and sat up on the scoreboard, like Robbie Farah did after his last game there, and got a photo. So it's been pretty cool to be in such a historic stadium. So there's a lot of the history on the walls too. The old teams, the old Balmain Tigers, and so you certainly get that feel.
We ascertained last week that I was never going to get to see, the Hulk emerge. I was just wondering, when the new guys come in, do you sort of have an individual chat with them, say sort of welcome to the club, or is it sort of something you just give to the team generally?
So what's the question exactly? When new guys come in, do I welcome them myself formally?
Yes, debuts. Do you sit down and have a chat to them individually during the week, or not?
Look, so when someone's named for the first time, there's a bit of a buzz when the team's first announced, and everyone will go up and congratulate those guys. Look, to be honest, normally I just leave them to do their thing during the week. A guy like Hoskins last week, in his first start, me and him have a pretty direct relationship on the field. And it's a place we can often connect at scrum time because we're both packing down at the same time. So things like that, I'll have a little chat with Hoss during the week about things we can do and check in on each other there. But I suppose the other special part is that it's my honour always to present guys with their first test jersey. So that's something that I find pretty special, and hopefully I'm sure they do too, actually.